Hello everybody, welcome back to another video on SBE stock. In this one, we are looking at how the stock has been moving recently. So of course, we have seen that sell-off just a few days ago. And like I said in the last video, I did anticipate this one coming, but definitely I do think that we are in much better standing to get in on this stock. And of course, I am not a financial advisor, that's just my opinion. But in tonight's video, we are going to be giving my opinion and of course, what I would do with this stock. So of course, this is not financial advice, see it as education, but we do have all that kind of good stuff coming up. So if that does sound like a good plan for a video, please do leave a like and subscribe to the channel. It would be massively appreciated. You guys already know it. So yeah, we are trying to grow as fast as we can. On top of that, if you do want to come and join us over in our Discord, link to that will be down in that description box as well. And I would love to come and talk to you guys over there. Let's just start off the video by looking at what we have seen on the stock so far. If we do have a look into the one-day chart, which was of course the Friday, I do believe, we can see that the stock was positive, but only just. Now, the positivity did come from the very end of the day because it was looking very bleak up until that huge increase towards the end. And of course, data is coming from Google if it is incorrect, but Google is saying that we saw a big increase towards the end of the day, and this has put us ever so slightly in the green for Friday. Looking out to the 5-day chart, we are unfortunately still red. Like I said, that sell-off was happening towards the start of the week, so on the Monday and Tuesday we saw the the reminiscence of that as the sell-off did kind of start to flatten out and look sort of positive towards the end of the week, as we did look to kind of flatten out and of course put ourselves in good standing for next week. I'll talk about that in just a moment. So yeah, on the 1 month chart, we can see we've seen a lot of volatility over the month. Obviously, it's up and down all over the place, but general patterns are we were quite low at the start of the month, $26 almost. We went to highs from there of 37, so of course almost if over a $10 increase in just a few days. From there, we did sell off back down to 29, so of course not really too great to see, but we did see a huge rally up after that one all the way to $43. So of course quite a big increase really, and from there though we did take a sell-off and basically end ourselves back about 35, and we've kind of leveled out around the $35 price point for now, and I am definitely happy to see that one. So of course, like I said, that sell-off did happen. I'm very glad to see it, and I think now we are in a lot better standing to be looking at buying this stock. So of course, when we are looking at SBE stock, important things to consider. Future, it is going to be ChargePoint stock. So of course, ChargePoint is an electric vehicle charging company. I think it's one of those SPACs which a lot of people are anticipating the merger going through for, because ChargePoint is big in its industry. A lot of people already know that ChargePoint has a lot of market sector. It has a lot of potential, in my opinion, definitely for future growth, as their chargers are absolutely all over the place. And I think it's not a bad company to buy into, so I'm definitely happy that it is going public. But I think for that reason, we are going to see a lot more growth on this one in the next few years. So when it comes to buying this one, I definitely think we are in a lot better standing. My view on this one has personally changed. I think I said at the early part of the merger, I think there's going to be a lot of hype towards the before merger section, and of course then kind of a sell-off after the merger. Now I think we have not seen too much hype, to be honest, before the merger, and I think we are definitely looking at some potential hype coming after that merger does go through, in my opinion. We will be covering this a lot more in the future, but that's just still my view. I think we definitely still got some room for growth. So of course, if you are looking to buy in now, would I buy in for a swing trade? Absolutely, I could definitely see this one being a trade before the merger, or at least up until the merger date, potentially catch yourself a nice ride upwards. But I think really, if you're investing in ChargePoint, or personally in my view, and of course it's a very wide view to have, but if you are confident in electric vehicles, I would be investing in them for the next 10 years or so. If I was buying this stock right now at 35, I would definitely hold it for years and anticipate it going to a few hundred. Obviously, you guys don't need me to explain that in the future electric vehicles are going to be the one. It's kind of already upon us in a way. We've got cars like the Teslas, which are kind of being mass sold. They're all over the place. But at the end of the day, all vehicles are going to be electric. Now, obviously, these vehicles are going to need charging. And if we do look to where we are right now with petrol vehicles and also diesel vehicles, we all know our famous, petrol and diesel brands. We've got companies like Shell, Total, Texaco, a lot of these big companies that we all know in the petrol diesel industry. But bear in mind, there are going to be future giants in electricity. And I think ChargePoint Chargepoint definitely does have some potential to be one of those if it does play its cards right. So of course, just something to think about there for you guys. But I definitely can see growth in the next week on Chargepoint after seeing that very nice and healthy sell-off. I would love for it to go back up into the green again. I definitely think it is going to happen. So yeah, either way, if I was buying this one, and of course I'm not giving you advice, I'm just giving you my opinion. If I was going in on this one, I would be holding it for years anyway, so I wouldn't be too worried about what happens in the next few weeks. But yeah, for the next few weeks, I don't see it as being a bad buy at all. So I hope that you did enjoy the video. If you did, please do leave that like and do subscribe, and I will see you in the next episode, and goodbye until that one.